and it's called Nefertiti. Nefertiti? 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 Hey you guys, what's up? It's Lakh and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing and doing this eyeshadow look on the new Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. So if you have not seen it, then it looks like this. It's super beautiful. And honestly, this front cover is just so pretty. And this is just such a beautiful picture. And if you guys didn't know, it has kind of like a duochrome, or actually I don't know what you really call it, but on her eyeshadow and then the jewels on the top, it kind of shines when it's in the light. So I'm going to try to show you guys. You guys can see like her eyes and the jewels are kind of shining and whatever. But yeah, it's really pretty and I just think it's so detailed and a lot of effort looks like it was put into this. So I really like the front. The box that it comes in, let me go get it. This is the actual box, the unicorn it comes in, so just in case you were wondering, this is what that looks like. And yeah, this is just, oh, so pretty. I just really like it. And then when you open it up, you get a really big mirror, and this mirror is really nice and it makes you look really pretty, so I like the mirror. And okay, so this is what the inside looks like. So obviously I've used the shades because I created the eye look, so this is what it looks like. So it's really pretty. It has a bunch of color shades in it, so you can make a whole bunch of different kind of looks in it. But yeah, so the formula of the shadows, it has 8 matte, 6 pressed pearls, 3 duochrome toppers, and 1 pressed glitters. So the top has some mattes in it. This is one of the pressed pearls, this is one of the toppers, and this is the loose pressed glitter. So that is what it looks like. And yeah, the color selection is really pretty. So this palette has 18 shades and it retails for $65. And I do think that is a little expensive for these shadows, but I'll talk a little bit more about that in the end of the video. But yeah, so as you can see, I created this purple look and it came out so beautifully. I love it so much. And so with this palette, you can create a whole bunch of looks. You can create a red look using these, you can create obviously a purple one like I did, or you can do more of a champagne one using these colors, or you can do a brown, a dark brown kind of eyeshadow look. So you can create a lot of colors with this eyeshadow palette, which I really like, and it has a lot of deep colors, which is nice for this fall time and the winter time coming up. So I do think this palette is really pretty. And so yeah, like I said, this is the look that I created, this purple look. But yeah, without anything further, let's get into the demo so I can show you guys how I got this eye look. Okay guys, so let's get started. So first I'm going to take my MAC paint pot in the shade Soft Ochre and just prep my eyes with them so we don't see any of my little veins right here, any redness or anything. Okay, so next I want to set my lids so that they don't crease when I put my eyeshadows on. So I'm going to take the shade Desert Sand in the palette right here, and I'm just going to put that all over my lids. So as you can see here, it does have a little bit of kickback when I'm putting my brush into it, but personally I don't really care about that as long as it goes on good, because the Modern Renaissance palette has, in my opinion, a lot of kickback, but I don't really mind it too much because it's a really good palette. Okay, so I'm gonna go for a purple look with this palette just because the purple shades are what scream out to me the most. They just look so pretty, especially this shade right here, Twilight. This is just such a beautiful shade. And so first, to create the transition, I think I'm gonna go in with the shade Musk right here. So I'm gonna take that on my R37 and just put that into my crease. So this color is really pigmented because I didn't put too much of the color, but it came out really nicely. It's a nice kind of ashy brown transition shade. And so now I'm gonna dip into the shade Eden right here. You really don't need to use this shade with the purple look I'm going for, because you could just jump straight into Amethyst, but I'm just gonna put it on there just because, just to try it out. So yeah, let's just do that. And I'm gonna take it on the same brush. So this color is pretty cute too because it's just kind of softening up the must shade I just put down, and it's just making it a little bit pink. So yeah, it's going good. So now I'm gonna go in with the shade Amethyst, and then I think I'm just gonna use the same brush to put that on top, and if I need a little bit more pigment to stay on there, then I'll go in with another brush. For now, I'm just gonna take this brush. Ooh, that's pretty. That's super pretty. You know what I already like about this palette is that, the colors are going on really nice and smoothly. Like, they're not chalky at all. Because I have used some eyeshadows that sometimes when you put it on the brush and then you put it on, it kind of leaves a little bit of, it's streaky. It doesn't go on all in one go, and it's not as smooth. But what I'm noticing about these shadows, especially with this purple, because it is so pigmented, it's going on really smoothly. So I really like that. And you see how it's kind of distributing really nicely and evenly? That's what I like, evenly. It's not going in patches or anything, it's evenly distributing the color. So yeah, no, it looks really good. Okay, so next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this shade Royal right here, and it's one of her pressed pearl colors. So I'm gonna take this shade and then apply it with a M167 brush onto my lid, and then I'm gonna go and put Twilight and Retrograde in on top of that, because Twilight and Retrograde are the, what does she call it? They're the duochrome toppers. So I'm gonna put the Royal on first and then top it with these two colors. So I haven't wet my brush or anything, but let's just see how the color Royal will go on without any Fix Plus or something. And I'm actually gonna use my close-up mirror for this, just so I can see what I'm doing a little better. Okay, yeah, this color Royal is not crazy pigmented without, or I should say not crazy metallic without the Fix Plus. I'm assuming with Fix Plus or something like that, it'll be even more metallic-y, but right now it's just kind of, it's pretty like normal, I would say. Nothing like crazy out of this world or anything. But since I'm gonna put the duochrome toppers on top, I'm not gonna wet this brush because I don't want it to be too metallic anyways, so let's just see what it looks like after we put the toppers on. Okay, so I think I'm actually gonna save Retrograde for another look, so I'm just gonna go in with the shade Twilight because it just fits in the theme better. So I'm just gonna take Twilight onto my pinky and then put that onto my eyelid. Ooh, that's really pretty. I like that. It definitely is like really duochrome. You could see all the colors coming out of it, so I like that. I don't know if I want to just leave it in the middle of my eye or just do it all over, but maybe I'll just do it all over and just so we could see more of what this shade looks like. I kind of like hate putting on shadows with my finger though, because you can never really get it as precise as you want. With the brush you could get it like exactly where you want it, but it is annoying using your finger. But I'm just gonna place it with my finger, and then the outsides I'm gonna use a brush to just fix it up a little bit. This color is super pretty though. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the same brush that I used for Royal, and I'm just gonna kind of I'm gonna tap the front of the brush into the color, and then I'm kind of gonna line my lid with that. The brush is actually doing really well with this color with carving out my lid, so yeah, not bad at all. Okay guys, so now I have the shimmery shade on top. So now to kind of deepen up the outer corner, I'm gonna take this shade Oud right here, and I'm gonna use that on a Morphe M506. So it's kind of a smaller blending brush, and I'm gonna pack on that color right here just to deepen up the outer corner a little bit. Okay, so now I'm gonna take that same Morphe R37 that I used initially to put in my transition shade, and I'm just kind of gonna blend everything out, because as you can see, the outer shade is a little bit too harsh right here. So I'm just gonna soften everything up and use this brush to kind of blend it all out. And this is a good thing about doing your eyeshadow before your makeup, because as you can see, I also do have a lot of fallout, which if I did have my makeup on before, I could kind of be more careful, but this way I don't have to really be all that careful because I'm just going to wipe it off anyways. And with something like this, when I'm blending everything out at the end, then I don't really have to worry about making it all precise right here, because I can just wipe away what I don't want. Now I'm going to take my little makeup wipe and just wipe away everything that I do not want. Okay, so now I'm going to go on with this shade right here, and it's called Nefertiti. Nefertiti? 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 Okay, I think it's pronounced Nefertiti. That just sounds the most appropriate, so we're just gonna say that. Nefertiti, okay? Nefertiti. Oh my god. Okay. Nefertiti. We're gonna take that shade, okay? And I'm gonna put that on my brow bone and then my inner corner. So let's just see how that works. I don't really know how I feel about it in the inner corner, because I always like my inner corner to be really, really bright. So this isn't like super bright or anything, but I guess it does the job. I guess I'm just gonna try, just for fun, the shade Cashmere right here and put that also in the inner corner just to see what it looks like. Okay, cool. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, we're pretty much done with the eyes. I'm just going to go put on some eyeliner and then some lashes and do my makeup, and I'll be right back. Alright you guys, so this is the final look. So this is what it looks like with eyeliner and with lashes on. I'm also wearing Huda Beauty lashes in the shade Sasha, just to stay in the theme of things. So yeah, this is what it looks like, and I really like it, you guys. I honestly really like it. It came out really well, and overall so far what I think about the palette, I mean obviously I haven't used all the colors, so I used most of the purpley shades, and I still have to use like the reds and the oranges and stuff like that. So I haven't used all of them, but so far from what I have used, I really like this palette. For me, the eyeshadows blended really nicely, especially this purple shade, this shade called Amethyst. This one blended out so nicely, because I was skeptical because it is a really bright color, but it went on really nicely and it was just all smooth. So I really like that. So I'm definitely going to be making more looks out of it, because I want to use more and see what other looks I can create with this. But yeah, honestly my opinion so far is that it's really good, and with the fallout, it does have fallout when you put your brush into it, but to me that's pretty normal in a palette. I think eyeshadows generally do have fallout, so it's not a big deal to me. I just kind of blow it off, so it's not that big of a deal to me. But if it is to you, then that's something to think about, I guess. But I think this palette is really nice. I think the price is a little high. I mean, it's $65, which I think is pretty expensive. And honestly, if you have these shades in another eye palette, then I don't think you really need this eyeshadow palette. I'm just being honest, because it is really expensive. But if you don't have any of these shades in a palette, then maybe this is something that'll be worth it for you. But if you already have these shades and you're not like, you know, a total makeup person, or you don't collect makeup, or you just don't really care that much, then I don't think this is something that you really need. But if you do obviously love makeup and whatever, and you want to collect it, or you want these colors, then this is something to look into, because it it is a really nice palette so far of what I've used from them. But I did use, you know, a matte. I used a couple mattes, I used the toppers, and I used a pressed pearl. So I mean, I have used every one of the categories, which have worked well for me. But yeah, basically, long story short, if you really want this palette, then yeah, go ahead and get it. It is good, you won't be wasting your money. But if you don't really think you need it, then I mean, it's whatever, just don't buy it, because it is really expensive, and I do think you could find other things with these colors in it for a way less expensive price. But yeah, it's just up to you, but do know that they do work really well, and I did enjoy the colors that I used. But yeah guys, if you want to see any other color schemes in this palette and other future videos you want me to do, then please let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, I think that pretty much sums up everything, and be sure to leave that comment down below if you want to see any other look. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today, and thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't already, then please do subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.